You're watching CW Montana. This is the MTN 9 o'clock news.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Andrea Lutz. Ahead tonight, part 3 of our series on Montana's drug superhighway. We dive into the heartbreaking personal story of a former meth abuser. You're not going to want to miss it. Plus, Governor Steve Bullock is making another Iowa trip. He has many, assuming presidential aspirations are in order. But first, a fiery sight earlier this morning in downtown Bozeman as police and fire respond to a massive downtown blaze. The fire fully engulfed a brand new 4-story building under construction on 7th and Babcock. Take a look at this drone video of the fire still burning throughout the day. The building was set to become the Sobo Lofts. Now that project is a total loss. This massive 4-story fire proved to be difficult for firefighters because the flames were so large. MTN's Medeiros Bab takes us to what's left of the fire and uncovers the challenges firefighters faced.
Andrea, before this morning, a 4-story building that was set to be an apartment complex stood behind me. I talked with the neighbor, the city, as well as the fire chief, who all watched that building burn to the ground.
There was lots of blue smoke from propane and whatnot, so that was a little concerning. Watching all these trees, catching fire. So it was pretty emotional.
It was about a half hour after midnight when Bozeman's 911 center got a call about a fire on 7th and Babcock.
When fire crews did arrive, they identified that the building was under construction. Due to the nature of the fire, they chose to fight the fire from the exterior, meaning not to go inside and fight that fire.
Fire Chief Joshua Waldo said this fire was a difficult one to handle.
Well, so this building, it's not completely enclosed. So you have a lot of openings in it. That's a bad thing for fire. It allows the fire to get the oxygen it needs to burn a little faster. You don't have things like sheetrock and walls up that would slow fire down. So a building that's not complete, it's just a lot harder for us to deal with than something that is.
Close to 8:30 this morning, the fire crews had already used 1 million gallons of water to take out the flames, which made the building collapse into the ground.
It's pretty well a total loss at this point. We're using heavy equipment, as you can see, to move things around so we can get to these concealed fires and make sure that they are out.
Police and fire crews are still here and will continue to monitor the scene throughout the night. The cause of the fire has not been determined, but we will keep you updated as more information becomes available. Back to you, Andrea.
All right, thanks, Medeiros, for that. Wow, what a sight to see that fire. Roughly 50 police and fire officers responded to that call. Luckily, nobody was hurt. For over 12 hours, Interstate 90 westbound stood completely still as an avalanche poured down on moving traffic below. But now tonight, it is back open. Wednesday, 2 separate avalanches halted vehicles in their tracks, some even getting pushed around by the heavy snow. Drivers on the road at the time say it all happened so fast.
I was pretty scared. I actually wasn't really looking at it. I was just concentrating on the road, and then my daughter said, "What's that?" That's when I was like, oh my gosh, right. Slam on the gas, let's get out of here.
While the snow and debris from those avalanches were removed, several minor slides then occurred since then. Wow. Drug prosecutions in Montana have increased by 33% in recent years. It's because drug traffickers are using Montana's interstate like a drug superhighway to bring massive loads of meth into our state. Well, tonight we hear from a Billings woman who talks openly about how meth took years away from her youth.
Meth. It's known as the devil's drug. The demand is high, the supply readily available. Drug traffickers directly linked to Mexican cartels drive our interstate system like a drug superhighway, bringing meth to Montana and putting people's lives at risk.
We talk recovery.
People like Mandy Nunez.
It's like the best adrenaline rush you've ever had.
She spent many precious years of her life addicted to meth. By the time she was in her late teens, how she used it changed.
And then you have to steal to support your habit, and it just progresses from there.
She was in and out of jail and court. She was in and out of psychiatric care.
I ended up sitting my county time out in jail. And 2 weeks before I was due to get out, my husband fell off the rims and died. And that was a defining moment in my addiction.
When meth takes control in someone's life, local, state, and federal partners work to take control back. Project Safe Neighborhoods is a federal initiative to help fight Montana's drug-driven, violent crimes. In Yellowstone County, through Project Safe Neighborhoods, 124 people have been charged federally for meth crimes. 346 pounds of meth has been seized, and 96 firearms have been taken off the streets. Kurt Alme is U.S. Attorney for the District of Montana. If a drug case comes across his desk, the penalties are stiff.
If an individual is trafficking in more than 50 grams of meth, they're going to go away for a mandatory minimum of 10 years in prison.
Lieutenant Brandon Woolley explains why people are drawn to meth.
Some people end up getting into selling drugs because they just need to do it to support their habit, or they find out that the money's easy, and they'll tell you that meth is the devil's drug, and it's taken everything from them, and they wouldn't wish it on anybody else.
But for Mandy, there came a point where she did wish for penalties.
I knew there was nothing left in that life for me but prison sentence or a casket, and I knew that I had to do something different.
She summarizes the end of her addiction as a changing moment.
It was the only time that I've ever been arrested when it was like a relief. It was like, I don't have to do this anymore. Like, I knew jail wasn't going to be fun. It never is.
Mandy spent 9 months of her recovery here at the Yellowstone County Detention Facility. She detoxed, but said she finally had to choose to change.
I didn't have anybody call. I didn't call anybody when I got to jail, like not my mom, nobody. And it really hit me that I had sacrificed every relationship I had ever had with another human being for drugs.
Her changing moment changed everything.
I've gotten married to another person in recovery who's good and treats me well. I have a house, I pay rent, it's paid on time, it's usually early.
She takes what she knows about recovery and puts it to use at Rimrock Foundation in Billings. Mandy works as a rehabilitation technician supervisor, helping others through the painful effects of addiction.
When the pain and fear of change becomes less than the pain and fear of staying the same, people become ready. But until that happens, they do what they know. They do what they're used to. I'm just lucky enough to have reached that moment.
And Rimrock Foundation in Billings is Montana's largest addiction treatment center. However, that facility does face some limits in space, for example. It brings about another element in the fight against meth in Montana, treatment and having the resources for it. A former Lewis and Clark County Sheriff's deputy is arrested for 80 counts of sexual abuse of children. The Cascade County Sheriff's Office arrested Virgil Wolf on dozens of child sex abuse charges and 1 count of incest. Now, this is a developing story. It came in just late this evening. You can find the latest updates at krtv.com. A Cora man is accused of murder after police say he shot another man in an early morning altercation. 19-year-old Martin Chandler is being held on deliberate homicide. Chandler and 54-year-old William Melton were acquaintances when they got into an argument at a home in Coram. Police say Chandler shot at Melton and then took off running. Melton died at the scene. 2 Havre women are now suing after they say they were unfairly questioned by Border Patrol at a gas station in May. This is what happened.
So can you tell us in the video, please, why you asked us for our IDs, please?
Ma'am, the reason I asked you for your ID is because I came in here and I saw that you guys are speaking Spanish, which is very unheard of up here.
Okay.
Just run your name down.
And the ACLU says the women were approached by this agent about their accent. The agent ordered the women to show identification because they were speaking Spanish. The lawsuit says the women's Fourth Amendment rights were violated, which is a protection against unreasonable searches and seizures. Into the Montana legislature, the conversation over Medicaid expansion continues, and now there are 2 competing proposals in the mix. But as MTN's Mike Dennison reports, there will soon be a 3rd Medicaid expansion proposal.
The Democratic State Representative Mary Cafaro of Helena has already introduced her bill to continue Medicaid expansion as is. And Republican Representative Ed Buttry of Great Falls will sponsor a competing bill, likely adding some additional requirements for eligibility. Now, Republican State Senator Bob Keenan of Big Fork says he's working on a third bill that will focus more closely on eligibility and health outcomes.
The eligibility needs to be tightened down. We should be looking for results, health results, work results. We're trying to get people that are eligible for Medicaid expansion and have them graduate from the program.
Keenan says the bill will require the state to take a closer look at applicants' residency and income. He says Medicaid expansion has done a lot of good in Montana, but that he and fellow Republicans want it to be a program that helps people improve their health and get out of poverty. Governor Steve Bullock has spoken out against work requirements for those covered by Medicaid expansion, saying they're too costly. As for other restrictions, he was non-committal on Wednesday.
So certainly want to take a look at all the ideas out there and not drawing any lines in the sand by any measure, but let's actually make sure we're working together to try to improve it, not set it back.
Keenan says he's looking for a way to tighten up the program without getting in a big political fight.
Going through the process right now of whether I want to put something that's going to end up being a third rail and cause a big emotional upheaval over that.
Buttrey said Wednesday he's still putting the final touches on his bill and believes it may address many of the concerns identified by Keenan. We don't know yet precisely how these two Republican bills on Medicaid will differ, but we do know they'll both try to tighten up the program and get the Democratic governor to sign one. At the Capitol, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
The first two Medicaid expansion bills are scheduled for hearings in March. Of course, we'll let you know what happens with that. Governor Steve Bullock is off to Iowa for the weekend with rumors swirling about whether he will become a presidential candidate. Iowa is the site of the first Democratic presidential nominating caucus of 2020. And this week, a Washington Post columnist said Bullock is an intriguing candidate because of his success as a Democrat in a red state. His political travels are funded by his own political action committee, Big Sky Values, which raised $1.4 million. Still to come on tonight's MTN 9 o'clock news, Butte is overcoming some hurdles trying to open a homeless shelter. But today there was a major step forward in the plan. We'll show you ahead. And next up, Bob McGuire. He has all of Montana covered in his statewide forecast. We'll be right back after the break.